Welcome, everyone. I'm CaptainRoBear and crew, and this is the special Boys Night edition of Stormforge, episode 36.
I can't believe you didn't include Ed and Sam in Boys Night. That's
everyone, Sam should be here. Sam is the boy of this group. I don't know what's
So true. So true.
We joke, but I think at some point I may have told the story last week of God, there was a point at which one of my friends who ended up being a groomsman sat there and said, "Yeah, it'll be so good to get all the boys back in London and doing all the things, yada yada." And then Elle sits there, my wife, and was like, "Oh, no, it's totally not for me. You guys go ahead and have fun." Bob was like, "When we say boy, we absolutely also mean you. You are one of the boys."
Exactly. Boy is a state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mind space, it's a head space, a state of mind.
Not B-O-Y boy. No.
Exactly. No.
I boy.
B-O-I.
It's not boy, it's boy.
Love it. Who's got big announcements that can hold us over till the rest of the boys get here?
I can do some quick announcements. There is a backer kit. So there's a project on backer kit called the Warring Guard. If you want to have any like fun dragons inspired D&D adventures or settings, check that out on backer kit because I am a stretch goal for it, and I've already hit my stretch goal. What? So I'll be writing some world lore for that, which is going to be really fun. I was just talking to Bife about it previously, but so draconic or draconique in French just means like dragon or dragon-like, and I haven't written anything dragon-like in my entire time being in the TTRPG space. This is going to be the first time actually being in a dragon-related thing. So I have a lot of love for dragons to shove into this project, so please check that out. Also on Friday we're going to be coming back with episode 8 of Beyond the Brook. I'm just going through captioning it, and it is a very intense and emotional episode. So honestly, all the next 3 episodes are gonna be very emotional. You will cry, I promise you, or I'll give you your money back. And because you didn't give me any money, there's no money for me to give you back. If you don't cry, I think it just means that you're heartless.
I mean, if anything, it means they owe you money, really. So, like,
exactly,
it's just a win-win.
God, what else do I have going on? There are a bunch of other stuff probably, but I can't remember most of it. Next week, we've got another episode of Our Lives After. Oh my God, there's so many cool people in chat right now. Super Dylan in chat, if you see them in chat, they're also one of the stretch goals for the Warring Guard. They're going to be writing a solo game for that game as well, so you can definitely back it, if not for my world lore, for their game. But yeah, the rest of the boys with an I are back, so I'm going to throw it over to one of them.
Who's got big announcements next?
Sorry, I'm eating cipollina, which is really good. It's like pork dumplings in like a potato outer. It's really, really nice. But speaking of Drak and Dylan in chat, hi. You will be able to see both of them over on the RP Geeks channel towards the beginning of April, where we will be playing through a 4-episode miniseries of Orbital Blues entitled Black Star. It is similarly emotional. Apparently, I just have a theme. But please come and check it out. It's phenomenal. We have Emily Bates, we have Sharmini Bundell, we have Fiona Howard, we have Drak, we have Dylan, and we also have myself, but some things just can't be helped. So yeah, like Drak said, check out Beyond the Brook. It's incredible. And every Tuesday, you can come and check out Wounded Warrior Project, where we are streaming our 3rd season of Eden Falls, a Tales from the Loop campaign set in the sleepy 80s town of Eden Falls as supernatural events slowly threaten to tear it apart. It is...
As Ed tries to get me to cry.
Yeah. We'll get there. We've got some episodes left. Yeah. But yeah, please come and check that out. And also maybe keep an eye on Wounded Warrior Project in the future, because Sam and I have a couple of things in the pipeline that we are very excited to announce. So yeah, that's everything from me. Gonna go back to my dumplings.
I don't have anything. Ed did it all. Thank you, Ed. Enjoy your
You're
food.
very welcome. Thank you.
It is a weird time. This is the first full week I've done where I am putting YouTube Shorts into production alongside normal video stuff, and I don't know what the like performance of things I should be expecting is, but I'm really pleased with how things have been going. A lot of people have sat there and left a ton of positive comments, and yeah, some of them have gotten a lot of great views. I did not expect the one about a tiny dragon sitting in his tiny bowl to get as many views as it did, and yet there it is. It's the most viewed short so far.
Welcome to the even weirder side of the internet, Bife, where you're gonna find the parts of your content that you didn't know that other people needed so desperately.
Yeah, this is my thing now. Is just, if I can tell a cool story in 60 seconds or less from something, I'm doing it. So that's the direction we're going with in the future, and I'm just really glad that the format that has been thrown out there has stuck, so to speak. Like, people are really digging it. There's honestly, like, I'm always looking for feedback, but it's really nice to not have that much of it thus far. Like, I feel like I've hit the thing bang on at the beginning, and I'm real pleased. So 5 to 7 from here on out every week, unless there's weird life stuff going on, or unless there's an expansion and I'm just way too freaking busy immediately, and I'm just, yeah, it's a whole other thing to manage, but it's going to be great. Big stuff is not over. There is other cool stuff coming back. Look out for T-Slape. T-Slape is returning. We have done our first thingy episode, returning with the crew, and I've seen the preview of it. Let's just say Helldivers 2 and Heavy Ordnance have very comedic timing when put together. And my friends are terrible at telling me when danger is indeed close. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Other than that, normal lore content, all the other good stuff.
Love it. I want to thank everybody over here on the channel for getting us up and over the ridge of 100 channel plus points before the end of the month.
Yeah.
So thank you. We get to do that 2 more months in a row, but I thoroughly appreciate you all giving me a 10% pay raise and shaking Daddy Bezos's pockets and helping RoBear once again get healthcare in 2024. So thank you. Much appreciated. It'll be a while before we grow the community to the size of the next month, but you guys are awesome. Thank you. Appreciate all the organic first time subs for that. And thank you to our sub gifters that backed off the pedal just a little bit so that other people could actually subscribe. It's the weirdest thing to have to do, to tell your
right?
Yeah.
Please don't gift subs. It's such a weird thing to have to say.
Just don't do just a little bit. Just give them a second.
Through another account to them and then get them to sub themselves. That's totally how you do it, right? There's
Gift
no
certificates.
Yeah, instead of sub gifting, just go make a bunch of accounts and then they count as one.
No.
You heard it from the ambassador. So.
I was gonna say, Mr.
Sorry, my lawyer's in here and he
Well,
said
look-
no. For legal reasons, this is a joke.
No.
Say my name.
That's
But-
so funny.
But
You
if you
actually
wanna
fully
do
said it with
that-
your lawyer here.
Literally with no hair.
I'm not your mom.
Unbelievable.
I'm not your mom
I
or your
know,
lawyer, so you can do what you want. It's just an idea.
Also, no, I need to talk to you about that murder I did at some point. But more chat.
In a game. In a game, right?
Yeah. What? Yeah. What?
In a game.
Yeah.
I've already told you I forgive you for killing me in Helldivers, Ed. It's fine. Don't worry.
Okay, that's fine. I'm so out of the loop with gaming stuff. People keep on talking about Helldivers, and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Okay. I'm gonna sum it up for you in a sentence, Ed. Starship Troopers, but a video game. That's it.
Okay, I'm sold. Nice.
It's hilarious.
I'm doing my part.
Replace the Federation with Super Earth. Replace the Arachnids with the Terminids, and add like a Terminator kind of like robot enemy as well. And all of the silly, schlocky late 90s like humor that you would get with that.
That's a fun word. Schlocky? Is it an actual word?
It's used commonly to describe like, oh, how do I best throw it out there?
Beautiful garbage.
Yes, kind of. You know schlock when you see it. It's kind of like
I'm sorry.
So,
Schlock sounds like
don't-
another thing you. It sounds like
Oh,
something you
it
read
is an actual like dictionary word. Cheap or inferior goods or material. Just
There
trash.
you go.
Cool.
Exactly.
It sounds like what you would use when you've used member too many times in your.
Man, that
your
giant's got a big.
Oh, that's where
Villain
schlong comes
schlong.
from, and it refers to like junk. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm, yeah.
It checks out slang.
Mhm.
That's how it
Yeah,
develops.
Schlocky schlong.
Yeah.
my God.
Check out this schlock is sponsored by Forgotten Paths. Everybody, go check out your local schlock at Forgotten Paths, the hottest D&D podcast, schlocking the universe.
I quit.
Locking all over.
All night long. All night long. And that's as much as we can use of that song.
We love you,
You know,
Noah.
you know schlock when you see it. That's the important bit.
Yeah, you do.
I see
Oh,
it in the mirror every day.
my
Yeah,
goodness.
So many things with what we're just talking about.
In that note, let's hear a little video word from our sponsor, shall we?
We have a sponsor.
Oh,
Schlock?
yes. We're about to be slocking into one.
Scenes.
And we're back.
Wow, that was schlocking good time.
My God.
And speaking of James RPG art, we have something very cool to show you. Da da da! Look at this in
Look.
all of its
Stormforge.
glory. Oh,
Where do we live? Where's our
Where
house?
do we live? Yeah, where's
you're in the
house
middle.
from
You're
here?
in the bourgeoisie. So like you're
Yeah.
you guys are sitting pretty comfortable out there.
Yeah, but like, where? You know, you have the
I've
eye of
decided-
the map. Where? Oh yeah, where are we
I've
at?
decided that the Amber Forge is right here, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that right? Does that sound right? Is that right, RoBear? Would that make sense?
Dude, it's our hey, not my baby, our Frankenstein. There, it's there.
Yeah, that's it. I've decided that's where the Amber Forge is.
Can we
Yes.
talk about how it's got like little airships and stuff flying around? God, I love it so
love it.
much.
So if you guys subscribe to James RPG Art's Patreon, you can use this scene in your own campaigns. It's there. It is
This
designed.
is actually Stormforge, by the way, everyone.
Well, there
this
you
is- this is
go.
not like
You
a
can go to the
flying
Amber
city.
Forge
this
over
is
here.
Stormforge.
Yeah, this is Stormforge. So they did it. Went off my notes, and then he used a little bit of his on je ne sais quoi, and came up with this cool depiction of Stormforge. And obviously, it has its roots in what Mike Pape did for us in the original, because you can see that kind of that design that we've always come up with in my mind, that it's almost like the Magic logo, to where it's a kind of a diamond floating shape of the city. So people will be able to use this as a steampunk floating city in their own campaigns, or Stormforge in your own. So this is a super cool trade that we're doing. But you guys haven't even seen the coolest yet.
If you choose to visit Stormforge, I promise we can hold mage hands.
Oh, adorable. Look at and this has never been really depicted and really talked about hardcore in our campaign, because we haven't gone down there yet. There's only been mention of the bottom where we farm the Stormforge ore. The whole reason
get
we're up
rain?
here, where the Dunvoken dwarves farm from the clouds. So we have the Thunderheads there. James killed
So
this one.
good. God, look at it all.
Do we get rain where we are, or is it below us?
It's below us. We're above.
So cool.
Like the rain that we
I
get
never thought about that.
is like just the wispy, like think like theme park misters. Like it's perfect. Like everything is very controlled, and then up at the top, it's just like, you know, the scorched earth. That's why it's all white and alabaster and looks very much like the Mediterranean, where there's just no trees. Everything needs to be painted whitewash so it reflects the most up and off.
Oh.
It's almost like someone sat there and thought about their world building, huh? How about that?
Yeah.
And
wild.
Speaking of that, since I let everybody know in Galateron, we have bit the bullet and we are on the max world anvil tier. So we're currently building the volunteer world building team, and we're actually we set up a Taiga server that's kind of like a Trillo basically. But yeah, we're getting organized and we're getting the first 3 Faltura campaigns. Are going to be our first wave to get everything from deities, locations, NPCs, characters. Everything's going to get loaded up. So volunteers are going to be rewarded with lovely stream loots, but we're getting ourselves all set up and organized to take volunteers on it very, very soon. I'm excited. It's something we've wanted to do and needed to do for a very, very long time, and it's excited to finally get to it. So 2024 will actually help somebody understand where the hell we're at in our campaign. And I'm here for it.
Speaking of, I saw somebody inquiring about episode 35, not on YouTube.
Yes, it's not
public.
No.
Okay.
No, total failure on my part. So you guys get it tomorrow.
Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Not a lick of it.
For all my greatness this week, YouTube is behind a day.
That's fair.
Yeah. It happens, man. We're people.
Yeah.
What?
True dat. Yeah.
One of you are anyway. I don't know about me.
It's like being 8 people.
What's it like being a god, Drak?
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah, you know what's
Truly.
nice?
It's pretty sweet being omniscient, actually. Omnipresent, omnipotent. Pretty fucking cool, actually.
Other episodes, Marrowstrand, which is totally behind now. You guys have taken control of the reins, as you should. And the number 1 spot is 36. We'll get their 36th episode. We're going to play on Thursday. So Rise of the Black Worm is once again interrupted by sponsored work, but we love when our folks get that bread. So they'll be off again this week. You guys will have to sit and suffer probably indefinitely until they can get back to the table again. They're busy boys. But we love them. So we're going to fill the void with Marrowstrand, which did not happen this week, thanks to me having a dead car battery right before I left. Probably should have left my house maybe 2 days before, but I did the man thing where I only make 1 trip with my groceries, and sometimes you just don't kick the door hard enough shut. And yeah, 2 days later I come down and rats right before the stream. It was awesome.
Oh, no.
But I'm lucky enough. I have a garage and a nice little charger that's right next to it. So it's basically like, oh, just tonight's ruined. You're fine. Nothing harmful comes from it. But I did realize that like Tuesday night, I can't get a cab in my city.
That's fair. Yeah.
But it's Taco Tuesday. You don't think everything's bumping?
Used to be when I went to college
You
here.
go get your
Eating
margaritas.
tacos, that's why. Everyone's eating tacos. You can't get
You gotta go out of the taco hours.
Out of the taco hours. The taco hours are all hours.
There's off-peak.
We can
and
talk about this,
Shell
okay?
hours, and you have to be on the off-shell hours.
I
We'll
feel
talk
like
about this later.
there's a joke in here somewhere, but I don't know. Yeah, I could, if this was about something where I could make some kind of stupid verbal pun, I would absolutely have it all wrapped up, but I don't, sadly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like you gotta talk about it.
Oh my God.
See,
Noah's
there you
talking
go.
about 5 margaritas. It's sad. I'm to the age now where I look at 5 margaritas and I go, man, that's just heartburn.
Sorry, I'm hearing 5 margaritas and I'm thinking of something very different.
Huh.
Has no one heard this song?
No.
5 margaritas. Wait, oh, yeah.
Now you remember.
I said it, I was like, oh, I just said it in the tune of it. Yeah, I remember.
Sing it for us.
No, I would prefer not
No.
to.
Don't worry,
I don't
our
want
lawyer's
everyone
not
to
in here.
sing.
I
don't worry,
don't. I
we'll get
hate
shouted down
this.
on YouTube.
I hate that I don't know this joke. I hate all of you.
How do you not
I
know
think
that?
it's
I
a
don't
British
know
thing, I
this
guess.
joke.
It isn't a British thing.
I-
It very much is not a British thing.
And I can't blame it on.
Certainly not.
I can't blame it on age because Noah's the one who mentioned it. So I could have just been like, oh.
Oh, I didn't even see that he mentioned it. What is it?
Wait, I'm trying to find
I-
it.
Drop us a vids, babes.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh,
It's,
The song version of it.
there's
And-
a song version of it, but to give you.
hold on. I'm taking back my announcements. All right. I'm taking it back. All right. My last announcement is we finally have titling in the episode. So we went back through and we got some sweet chaptering and titles. So you can entirely skip this section of the of our episodes if you want with an easy click. So expect timestamps and all the episodes moving forward. You're welcome. Comment section.
Okay, I knew this song.
Well, I'm not clicking it because I can't listen to that until
No, don't
halftime.
click it.
No,
No,
not on
I
stream,
was hearing the
no.
beat and I was like, wait, this is familiar. And then she started and I was like, oh, wait, I do know this song.
You know this song. There's a reason why I'm red like a fucking cherry right now, and it's because I remembered that, and I'm like, if I'm the only person who knows about this, I'm gonna just be the dirtiest motherfucker.
See, it's always we would have clean videos over here if it wasn't the UK show. My channel, my
We're
YouTube
just
channel
much more
just
liberal
got
about our
filthy.
swearing.
Oh, Drak, you posting an LSU video, that is literally where Eric and I have sat for New Year's Eve to watch the ball drop one night. That's surreal.
Yeah, that it was inspired by that, and it was like, wait, this is kind of a
You know,
beat.
it checks
This is
out.
kinda
Louisiana
good.
just does that to people. It's the heat, babe. It sucks.
My favorite thing about that is that everyone is cheering after each step.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know why? Because they're white. You see that video?
Yeah.
Silly Billies.
Don't be proud, Noah. Don't be proud.
And by the way, you can find James RPG Art's link to his Patreon inside of our info right now, or you can go to jamesrpgart.com. We need to pick up where we left off last week. Finally, disposing of undead frost giants, saving a set of enslaved trolls, freeing a tribe of woolly Loxodon, and leaving the mountains of the Forgotten Lands with a good meal in tow. Understanding that there's still a greater presence of unnaturalness inside the lands, but ready and willing to finally make your way back home. Finalize reports, take back what you've learned from the crash site, and finally get yourselves a proper long rest in the creature comforts of the Amber Forge and beyond. We pick back up in airship. You guys have left behind your newfound friends, the Woolly Loxodon, pledging to keep those ice trolls within their confines and in trade, bound together to fight the undead presence that seems to be sweeping through the mountains. With a later date in your mind set to establish a warden's outpost back inside the Forgotten Lands. We pick back up on the airship proper.
Kallisto is, I think, on the side of the ship, looking out and down until they can't see any hints, until we're just far too far away to see the trolls and the loxodons making their way to their new home. And I will turn, and I think call for Kelthad and just say, Kelthad, do you have any snacks? I think I'm in a snack mood.
Of course I have snacks, more than I had down there. Hold on. Take the wheel.
Will do. And Kallisto will go and take the wheel as Kelthad gets snacks. And while he's doing that, is there a way, I think especially with our last experience looking, traversing the Forgotten Lands, is there a way for us to like see the time right now, like the date and time? Is there any apparatus on this ship that does that?
I would imagine on the ship that we would have a some sort of mechanical means of keeping track, especially with where we're from inside of Stormforge.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know exactly how many days that we've been here, but you are not in a we lost extra time scenario. And this was stressed before, that because you took the boon of the Voshborg, you were able to circumvent whatever time flux was there. So it is a normal journey's time. I imagine that we've been gone for about a week.
That makes sense. Okay.
Would seem right in my head.
Yeah. Okay, there's definitely like a relaxation. You can say you didn't notice it until he relaxes that his shoulders were very tense. But seeing that they hadn't lost time like they had earlier, they seem to relax a little bit more at the wheel of this ship. And just let out a sigh of relief as they wait for whatever Kelthad's going to bring for him to snack on. He's been running hot as of late, and I think it just made him a lot hungrier than usual. So he's just kind of tapping a finger on the wheel, looking around, occasionally looking to make sure everyone else is okay or doesn't need anything as they rest on the ship.
I believe that Kelthad, in his heart of hearts, is a 1-part teriyaki obsession and 2-part peppered beef.
Beef jerky.
Oh,
He's gonna come back with like the bit long, like just the massive pieces. Like if you can imagine like whole dried sausages, like as far as a mini keg would go, and just pull out a couple of handful of stacks of those.
That is exactly what I needed, Kelthad. Thank you so goddamn much.
My pleasure. Need to have a
Do you want me
weather
to stay
update.
at the wheel? Oh no. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
thank God.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it quickly went from needing the wheel back to, come on, you can handle it for just a second.
Yeah, no worries. It's honestly pretty good weather, so I can sit up here. You relax, you rest. I'm just gonna
Thank you.
enjoy, honestly.
Who else is doing stuff on the airship?
Whereabouts is Fane?
Good question. He is on the airship. I imagine that Fane would definitely be topside. He's been underground for a very, very long time. And probably just watching the landscape, floating kind of next to the edge of the rail, maybe no more than like 6 inches off of the ground, if that at all.
Almost silently, on padded feet, the wind blowing through the tarpaulin that he wraps around himself, Myshkin just walks forward and just comes to stand side by side with this strange alien figure. And not looking at him, but looking out in the same direction as Fane himself. How long has it been since you've seen the horizon?
Far too long for me to remember such colorful landscape.
One does rather get used to the white of snow and the grey of rock. It's easy to forget there's a whole spectrum out there.
Into the darkness, the depths below.
You return to Stormforge now, returning to a very different organization to the one you left. Plan.
Part of me wants to believe that the part of the organization I have held in my heart is still there, Myshkin. But I will not know until I return.
And what if that heart no longer exists?
Nothing lasts forever. Some things must die for new to prosper.
How far will you go to help us if it comes to that?
How far will you go?
You speak of newness. I've always felt that cleansing fire is useful for starting over, scorching the land, ensuring that unwanted crop will never rise again.
This can be true in both nature and organizations. Ours is but ancient, but even old forests need pruning.
They have made and proved powerful allies with some enemies of mine, an organization called the Silent Gear. If your old colleagues can lead me to them, then I am your ally for now.
You have committed to being an ally for far longer than what you may understand.
Myshkin looks back at the others. Some things outgrow even allyship.
Indeed.
Fane. I love these people. And if you are leading them into a trap, that cleansing fire I speak of, I will construct a pyre out of you and your organization in the entirety of the Voshborg. Do you understand?
I understand your commitment and camaraderie to those that you hold dear. But I will advise you, Myshkin, that threatening the Voshborg with death is trivial at best.
Well, if they do not fear death, that makes two of us. And he just nods at Fane and heads back.
Anyone else?
I just took so many notes. But no, Lolly would absolutely be resting right now. The fact that the weather is nice, she doesn't feel obligated to help maneuver through the skies right now. She just wants this moment to relax. She hasn't had a lot of it. She's stressed. So stressed. So she would be topside, though. You could probably see her laying somewhere amongst, if there is a bench or on some cargo.
I think because I feel very bad about this, especially seeing that Loluphia is very clearly resting. But I think especially with the weather being so, there's no other way for it, very nice and able to actually leave the wood, or at the very least not pay too close attention to it without being in danger. They will kind of look over their shoulder at Loluphia, and the amulet around their neck will glow slightly as they say, "Are you awake?"
She doesn't move. She, if you looked, you could see her amulet light up. Yeah, I'm just relaxing. What's up?
Give me a moment. And out loud, rather than telepathically, I think it'd be like, "Hey, Kelsard, and I said I was going to handle the wheel, but can you handle it for a sec? I'll be right back."
You got it.
Thank you. And I'll walk over to Loluphia. And kind of, imagine what you said, you're like laid down, kind of resting?
Yeah. She's just laying down. She's probably got one arm behind her head and the other across her stomach. Very relaxed. You could see her hand moving up and down with her breathing.
Kallisto would sit on the ground beside you, kind of legs crossed. I think leaning forward to kiss you on the forehead before sitting up again.
A smile would come across her face.
How are you feeling after all of that?
She opens her eyes, but she doesn't look at you. She knows your presence is there, obviously. I was looking up. I mean, I feel fine. How do you feel?
Fine. I mean, honestly, I think I might have come out of that better than most did. I was worried, though, that I feel like that was a lot.
She would roll over and prop her head in a hand that is now sitting on the elbows propped up. Yeah, that was a lot. You came out with a new gun, though. That's cool.
He kind of sighs at that, almost like he forgot about it, and then you reminded him, and he goes, yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna have to look into that a bit more once we're city bound again, but No, I was more... If we're dealing with things that don't just die, we might end up in more fights like last time where we don't have time to rest or recuperate.
What are you trying to say?
I've never really understood the magics you use, or any of you use really, but it seems like they're not always available or useful.
It depends on, I guess, location, and if there's something blocking it. Majority of the time it isn't an issue. But as you've seen, we do come across it. Somehow more frequently than ever right now. But
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, especially with death not being the end for these things we might be running into. It might end up being a battle of attrition more often than not.
all right. I assume you coming over here means you have some kind of idea to get through this.
It's a suggestion.
Okay.
You're
She's
more than
sitting up
welcome to
now.
say no. And I think you can tell he's obviously worried, but also weirdly nervous. You can see he's rubbing his palms against his pants, trying to like wipe the sweat off it or something like that.
She fully sits up, and like her feet are now dangling off the side next to you. All right, out with it. I can see you want to say something.
It might be useful, maybe, if you learn to use weapons, something other than just magic.
Like what?
I only really know guns, so a pistol, maybe.
She thinks for a moment. Because that's very clearly what she has noticed. She is without any form of an actual handheld weapon. So when things are resistant or immune to what she has, it has become an issue. All right, your argument is heard. I can't say I'm very confident that I would be good, but I'm willing to try.
I mean, I didn't start off good. I had to practice my...
Somehow I don't believe that.
I know, it's very surprising. I know. You think I'm just naturally gifted with a firearm, but no, my parents taught me most of what I know, if not all of it. Honestly, they'd probably be better with it than I am. But just adventuring just isn't their thing, so I suppose I'll handle that burden. But I just want you to... And I think he gets serious now. His kind of face drops. It doesn't have to be a gun. It can be anything, but I think we were lucky down there. We had the numbers.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think there's any way that we would have made it out of there if it wasn't for some luck.
And I'm just worried we might end up in a situation where we don't have that luck.
Fair.
So I want you to learn how to use this. And he will reach into his holster and pull out one of his clan pistols and hold it out to Loluphia.
What does this look like?
I suppose I haven't actually really described these clan pistols too much, but they are very clearly dwarven made. Both pairs are identical. And I think truly the best way I can describe it is if Art Decor, or Art Nouveau specifically, was used is the style of the gun.
Oh, I love that.
Very much like, rather than there being welds and bolts and screws, it seems almost like metal was woven into the shape of a gun. Everything is so intricately made to be one that, for as far as you're concerned, it probably is just one single piece of metal. And etched into the handle of it, in beautiful carved handwriting along the rim of it over and over again, is in Dwarven as well. So I don't actually know if Loluphia speaks Dwarven. Maybe bits and pieces. I think they recognize this word.
So
at the
she
very
might
least.
know it like brokenly.
Yeah, you definitely
from
recognize this word.
your
though.
mom's.
Yeah, it's the name Amberheart over and over. So you'd recognize that at the very least. The name of their clan. And he'll just hold that out to you.
She looks at it and then, not reaching her hand out just yet, but back up at you. This is pretty significant. Are you sure? I know how much it means for Dwarven clans.
Yeah, I'm not Dwarven, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm one with them, with my parents, and we hand us down to our family. And as far as I'm concerned, you've been an Amberheart for a while. You've been family for a while.
Well, I have one thing to say before I accept this. You better never say that around your moms that you're not a dwarf. You will get hit upside the head. You know they consider you one. She says, reaching out and gently grasping the handle of this pistol as you feel it just getting lighter and lighter as she pulls it out of your hand. All right. Now what? How do I hold this thing? She's like holding it like this in her hand. What do I do with it?
Just before you fully pull away, you kind of like cup your hand, one hand beneath and the other hand above yours with the gun still in your hand. I just want you to know. I feel like I don't say this enough, but I love you.
I love you too.
You have not only are you an Amberheart, but you have my whole heart, and I just don't want to lose you.
You can't lose me that easily. I'm pretty stubborn.
He just nods. He knows you're joking, but he doesn't seem to laugh or smile. He just very sincerely looks into your eyes and then lets your hand go. Yeah, how to hold it. You should like this. Don't worry, I emptied it already before I handed it to you. And I will.
Well, do you not trust me?
No, I don't. Not yet. And that's what the training is going to be for. And yeah, I think we'll just go through the process of teaching you the very absolute basics of like gun safety.
Wait, you don't hold your finger on the trigger? How can you get too fast?
If that's through patches, if you're not going to shoot, do not place your finger there. A misfire, especially around people, is the worst thing you can do with a gun. And yeah, we'll just go through the process.
And she's paying attention and really watching everything that you do, and taking like these mental notes as diligently as possible. She doesn't want to miss a beat or hinder this time as well. She loves learning, and this is very, very new. And she knows it could be very helpful and potentially save anyone's life. So.
And
is this training?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, you go.
I was just going to say, I think you noticed that Kallisto is, I think, it's the same kind of fun you have when you get to talk about something you love with someone. Like even if they don't care. The fact that they're listening and let you just
She does
ramble
care,
about
though.
this thing. Yeah. I think that just makes it even better for it in ways. Just like he talks about the history of guns, the first people to make guns, the first dwarves to make guns, and how that became a new thing rather than just a typical clan pistol, clan dagger.
I feel like she's asking these questions for you to give answers to.
Yeah. But yeah, just really getting into it, seems to be really enjoying it.
And I'm assuming this is fairly out in the open.
Yeah. I'd say it's top side.
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
she's just sitting off the side.
Yeah.
As Myshkin walks away from Fane and sees this happy couple just completely engrossed in one another, he just gives a small smile to himself and heads downstairs.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, I believe that Farouk is somewhere near Kaivar. And you see, this is where we combine bacon and jam together.
2 seconds. Gonna roll to remember something on this one. Sure.
Oh, yes. You say, sweet and savory?
Yes, sweet and savory together. We got a whole barrel of it downstairs. If I had remembered, I brought it with me.
Oh,
You know, I'm gonna realize something here, and it's potentially a little bit tragic. I don't know if we ever ruled if Kaivar can actually taste these things.
Don't
I have to
deny
presume we
yourself
have.
the food RP 36 episodes in.
We've gone through zucchini bread and everything, so yeah, I guess it must be the case.
If you taste cardboard, not only am I going to be wrecked, but Farouk is going to be irreconcilable.
Broken.
This is the
Okay.
start of Farouk's villain.
He just
The ship is on
memorizes-
fire!
This was all for nothing.
If you can't enjoy the best parts of life, I'm going to burn this thing down.
Don't even know why he keeps stealing the zucchini bread anyway. It's just greedy. I am. Would I have seen where this barrel was stored? Totally referencing for later.
Yeah, I mean, it's we've all been down in the bilge. Like, there's plenty of storage of everything possible down there.
Okay. Kaivar's gonna make more mental notes about the location of this particular barrel of bilge-bound bacon with candy. Candied bacon. Or what was it? Candied jam? And
Bacon jam in this case. So
Bacon jam.
yeah, just a little bit of added onion, but same principles going on here.
Oh,
Basic
so it's
preservation.
Like a chutney? Oh,
Yeah. Bacon jam's like a chutney.
I love bacon jam.
It's so good.
It's so good.
ugh, it's not fair.
Kaivar doesn't like bacon jam. That's kind of illegal, actually. That's crime.
I mean, look, listen.
We have a lawyer in chat. You're going to jail.
Yes, indeed. As is rightly so. Honestly, it makes me realize that, yeah, this is absolutely is the case. Otherwise, I have no clue why you'd continuously go after bacon. You do not eat bacon sometimes just for texture. It's got to be for flavor, you know? Yeah, observing that, yeah, you're gonna notice that one of Kaivar's eyes is just perpetually sort of like looking in the direction of the barrel, I think. Just like very sort of constant focus on this food aspect of things. Not really paying too much attention as Myshkin walks in, if you have walked into this particular part of the conversation.
I'd say so, yeah.
No. I've got to do it.
Oh.
What are you doing, Pipe?
No!
Not.
No!
It was so close.
Oh God, it's a sleight of hand.
I was gonna try and carefully make my way over to
Is
the
this a
bacon
Leo?
barrel. No, God no.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, if you're going, hey,
I was gonna try and go over towards the bacon barrel surreptitiously. I presume now I've probably tripped flat on my face.
it's more of as you're just not as sneaky as you think you are, you know, like
Just like crab walking your way, just like across.
about as
perfect
stealthily as I take the last chocolate chip cookie at my nephew's house. Yeah, it's.
God, I'm so mad. All my stealth rolls as Kyver have been terrible.
Oh, you like what you found there?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Just very, very sheepish.
there's plenty, and you. Here in about an hour, we'll have something to spread it on. As Farouk is over next to the barrel that he left fermenting when he first got off, and there is a chunk of sourdough now that has gone through probably 3 different zones of wild yeast between where Stormforge is into the Forgotten Lands throughout. So he's got some funky airship sourdough to get to, and
Does this
he's
stink?
Funky airship.
oh
Like, does that stink below for y'all?
no, it's have you smelled sourdough before? You know what you know what you're rocking with here?
Yeah, but the way you just described it smells like feet.
Beautiful. No, it's in a good. It's feet in a good way.
So like,
Well,
cat
that's getting
paw
clipped.
beans smell like Fritos.
Yeah. Hey, in the beer world, we talk about wet horse blanket. Some people are like, oh yeah, that's dank, and they enjoy that. And some people are like, dude, that's gross. Just how it is.
Google this?
I
What is
don't
wet
know
horse
if I-
blanket?
I'm not googling that.
I'm not.
That's how you
I'm not
describe
risking my
Belgian
search
open
history.
fermentation Belgian style beers. They have that very dank farmhouse.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay.
I'm not risking googling that while we've got a lawyer in chat. I guess.
I worked for 15 years in beer. I'm not going to be challenged by you and my wet horse blanket. Yeah, it smells good. Yeah, he's getting. He's going to have some awesome sourdough in about an hour or so.
Yeah.
How's
Kind of walk away from the barrel and sort of slightly not
I need you to
exactly
roll
dejected, but yeah.
a 1d4.
Oh.
One of your 4 hands is incredibly sticky. You may choose which one is currently the bacon jammed hand.
Oh, it's definitely left small hand. Wee tiny small hand.
The strong hand is sticky.
No, left wee tiny small hand. Can't see that thing. Normally it's on the Vox.
sort of watching this Albert and Costello routine that has become sort of fairly prevalent between the two of them. Myshkin just comes and sits next to you, Farouk, and just observes this, curling up a little and just tail swishing to and fro a little bit.
Well, it's not as big as the Ember Forge, but it is a welcome comfort. It is kind of comfy, cozy down here. It's a little bit brisk still up top side, and we have this nice compartmentalized stone oven that will not ignite our airship on fire. The perks of magic, baby.
When was it you first discovered your proclivity towards food and cooking?
You know, Myshkin, when you have a lack of actual food, there tends to be even more talk of food than as if you had it. If you've ever had an evening where you've been so hungry that all you could do is talk about the feast that you wanted to have, you give food a sort of reverence. For my people, it's a reason to gather. Take the edge off of survival. Enjoy the little things. Coming together of preparation and execution. These are moments to pass down stories and techniques and to bond together. The anticipation of the potential feast. Even if it is something as simple as fresh baked bread.
I would say there is not much that you do not treat with that same reverence you speak of.
Life is but a charcuterie board waiting to be sampled, my friend. And it is a vast board.
Why, thank you for permitting me a taster.
Always. Oh, and if you look a little further back, I think we have one of those small barrels of olives still.
I'm all right for olives, thank you. It's strange, this is the third time I'm traveling by airship to Stormforge. Each time it becomes a little more comfortable.
We'll see if you learned anything. Still got your scroll of Featherfall on you?
Yes, I do. Although I do find myself somewhat low on thread count.
And he just gestures towards the makeshift poncho made of tarpaulin that he's been wearing since their encounter with the Silent Gear.
I might need to fix that.
Not distracted from eating the bacon jam off of his small hand anymore. Kaivar picks up on this. He's going to move over and make the sort of make you an offer for a trade deal. No, yeah, he makes his presence somewhat known, not verbally, but very much with his physical presence. And his antennae begin to sort of illuminate just a little bit, as you've seen before. And from those antennae, his large and small hands begin working in concert, and they pull just the tiniest bit of thread in offering. You can clearly see that this is what was used previously to fix Loluphia's scarf. And if you decide, you can take the psychic thread if you want to use it to mend. But if not, that's all good too.
Myshkin kind of looking at this very kind offer, but also realizing that Myshkin's not wearing anything underneath this poncho. He needs like a whole ass outfit, but also he doesn't want to decline this immensely kind offer. And so just sort of pushing forward, he looks down at the purple scarf that wraps around his neck. His mother's scarf. And it is old, and it is tatty, and it is battered, and it is worn. And he looks at the end, this scarf that has been with him for around 70 years now. And just looking at its end where it is frayed through battle and through adventure and through trek and through climb. he does something that he's not done in a very long time. He just proffers it towards you, and he allows you to mend it.
Have you ever seen someone working a loom before? At full tilt, where they've got that kind of mesmerizing motion down. Kaivar takes the thread in his two larger hands for a moment and focuses on the scarf as you've offered it, and it begins to gently lift from your hands. It spreads flat to the points where you can see it's not pulled taut, but it's as though you've comfortably rolled it out on a tabletop. The thread itself is looming itself. It's weaving between the different missing gaps as it goes, slowly filling things in. As you see all of this happening, the thread itself is binding psychically. It's not binding thought, so to speak, but it moves of its own accord. You remember those little worms you had as a child where you'd pull them on a string and you'd do all those things? It's almost like 24 of those going at once in gentle rhythm. Like calligraphy forming on a page, filling in the gaps in your scarf. I don't know exactly how long this would end up taking, but a delicate process of something like this might take about an hour or so.
Myshkin just watches as this thread intersperses with his own additions to this scarf. Hastily patched sigils and symbols of gold thread, wards of a sort, magical in nature. Small tokens, accoutrement from decades of traveling, and almost like rivulets in stone, this thread so kindly proffered by yourself just intermingles between them, almost like creating new constellations in a sky of purple.
How much
Myshkin.
of your accoutrements, I've got to presume each of them carries meaning, especially, I mean, you know, if part of the gears or anything along those lines is missing, or if there are any other small tokens, that each of those would carry individual bits of meaning, correct?
Yeah, they would.
You can see the join, but over time there is a very strange effect to it. At first, the thread itself is almost translucent, but the shimmer and glow dies after a certain point in time, and the thread takes on more mundane colors rather than anything that you would expect coming out of a bug psychically. You realize too that this thread is almost a bit chameleonic. It blends to the color of whatever's around it. It stretches slowly at first and isn't quite sure, but it does start to fill in the patterns based on what's missing. The small cropped edges of designs and pictures that were previously on the scarf slowly start to reform. The intent seems to be memory bound. Specifically bound to the memories that were built into the creation of every small aspect of the scarf. Patterns are built on meaning, and that meaning is left behind.
Once you were done, Myshkin just very carefully on his wrists just takes this scarf, watching this shimmering translucent thread flicker in the darkness, and he just looks at you and nods.
You get a curt nod back, just sort of like, yep. I don't think Kaivar knows the thumbs up, but he knows a thumbs up, nod, and smile vaguely. It's just, you can see it communicated more through his eyes and his body language. This is very much a giving of gifts, act of service. It's something that he is voluntarily doing as a means of helping somebody who is clearly in need that he trusts. I mean, I suppose need is relative, but you get what I mean. It's not super pressing, but it's something where he was able to help.
This one is very grateful. Truly.
This one kind of hopes you like, scarf. Yes, yes.
This one, Myshkin, likes it very much.
What pattern sticks out the most that was filled in? If anything. It might just be patchwork, but...
No, that's a very good question. You would notice, in amongst all of them... Do either of you know Dragonborn at all? As in the language. Draconic.
No, technically I don't.
I do.
In that case, you will probably notice this when you next see it, Loluphia, but just renewed with this thread. In a perfect circle, there are two names. The names in Draconic are Anya and Inessa. They are bound to one another. These shimmer.
With that in mind, certainly picks up on the unique parts of the pattern and is able to specify that specifically. Doesn't think to ask about it. Just passes it back to you.
Myshkin just nods and, just leaning back against the wooden wall, just looks out of the portholes and into the skies as the clouds pass on by.
Anyone else doing anything before a nice airship nap takes you? Go ahead and click that long rest on your character sheet.
Thank you.
I've missed you.
What about that level up?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, what about that level up?
Sure would be nice to get to double digits, right?
And half an episode left and already asking.
Okay, we've been asking for episodes.
You're almost home.
Oh,
Okay.
why do you have to say it like that?
What could go wrong?
Oh, wait, no, I didn't even notice the tone until you said that. You're almost home.
I rolled on my insight check.
I mean, you really do need one. Because, I mean, Ed's got to redesign his character sheet for the first time anyway in 5e. We'll see. Anyone willing to make a Constitution saving throw to see if they wake up throughout the evening?
Yeah, okay. I'll take that. With my +0.
we saw bless on us. I think that's probably worn off by now.
Yes.
Oh, yes, we absolutely should not have bless.
The bless is gone.
Yeah, screw it. I'll do a saving throw. Why not?
I don't want to be left out. With an 8.
Everyone is conked out except for Lolly.
Yeah.
Lolly, what makes you stir and wake up in the middle of your slumber?
Going over the moments she shared with her husband and mulling it over in her head over and over again about how important Kallisto giving her this clan pistol was. And although they've been married for years and it's not the first gift he's ever given, there's such a strong significance with it that she almost feels guilty for having it in her possession. And she doesn't know why. So she, probably curled up next to Kallisto, is still laying down and resting, but it's very hard for her to relax the way that she was prior to this conversation.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
13.
Since everyone went down early, you're able to just catch the last bit of that golden nugget before it sinks past the horizon. It's that moment where it's the perfect deep midnight blue that crests into that golden egg yolk. The deepest blue before it sinks. You get to have this nice solitary moment of a view that you understand, especially being a warden and having got to spend so much time with air travel and your own innate being of understanding the privilege of being able to fly and levitate. It's one of those scenes that you kind of put inside of a locket inside your own brain. A sunset that someday, no doubt, you'll tell someone else about. You're able to get back and blissfully enter the state of rest again. Constitution saving throws for who's getting up at the end of rest.
Honked.
Good. We finally ate one of those ones in the right way. You got up, you paid the cheese tax.
She stayed up too late, you know?
Oh.
Man, I'm getting too old for this.
And Farouk.
If we're talking cheese tax, does that make Kaivar the dog in this situation? just you see him just standing at the end of like the bunk, being like, "Please, more bacon jam, please, please."
Old man Farouk, obviously needing to get up and use the restroom early. We'll start the day off right. Checking in on Kelthud's coffee. As you guys can all hear the all too loud musings of two individuals that the more excited they get when they talk to each other, the louder they get. As it's not the sounds of rushing wind or clouds or environment, it's the words of Kelthud and Farouk that just seem to echo topside, that slowly rouse everyone else. And you can smell coffee and fresh butter toasted bread, as much like this morning when I woke up. Everyone will have toad in the holes made your way, freshly toasted in butter with bangers on the side.
Kallisto wakes up pretty quickly to the sound of conversation. And we'll wake up. I think they can tell that Loluphia's out cold. So
I see you try to wake her up.
yeah. Yeah. I won't even
That
attempt
one.
it.
She's got drool, like, and it's dry.
Oh.
You probably had to peel her off of like your arm.
Very gently peel Loluphia off.
Just check her breathing. Oh, okay, she's alive, I guess.
Yeah. Like, might be brain dead? I don't know. They're out cold. We'll leave
She
them
doesn't
be.
snore, but she is alive. Maybe.
But yeah, we'll put ourselves away from Loluphia. I think at first being like very careful not to wake them up, but I think we'll very quickly realize that they're dead to the world right now. I'll just quickly get up and away and head over to Kallisto and Farouk. Okay, you're up early and energetic already.
I always have trouble sleeping on these things, but part of it's just the excitement of getting back home.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to at least resting in our bed rather than there, and kind of gesture to that. I imagine like sacks we slept on top of, topside. I think Loluphia is going to be asleep for a while, so let's save a portion for her before diving into it. I am hungry, and we'll just chow down. I think we'll like make a plate, prepare a plate for Loluphia, kind of like set that aside beside him, and then prepare a plate for himself and just sit down to eat.
Let's go ahead and have a weather check.
Oh.
Had to open your damn mouth.
Oh, I would definitely scarf that thing down as quick as you can. Looks like we got some bad weather coming our way.
Oh boy. Okay. I probably should wake up Loluphia then to at least get her down below decks. I think I'll just carry Loluphia below decks. I think they'll definitely walk up to Loluphia and just be like, see how deeply asleep they are, and just go, okay, I can carry her. And I'll pick her up to carry her down below
Dead
deck.
weight. Normally light as a feather. Dead weight right now. It's like, wow, she really hasn't slept in like a week.
They're like, oh, okay, don't let her hear me struggle. Don't let her hear me struggle.
Go ahead and give me an athletics on that, big guy.
Don't
Damn it.
me.
Oh, ow.
Do I have anything to help me here?
Just roll it.
Okay.
What's the worst? I hit my head.
Oh
18.
yeah, let's go.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
Easy.
He can
you
carry
pick
you
her
across
up?
the threshold any day.
I don't know why, but I thought you said throw you. I was like, I mean, yeah, that's true, I guess.
On an 18 for an athletics, also probably
It's
not
something we're
untrue.
into, and then she catches herself with her wings. Woo! They play catch with each other.
But yeah, I'll carry her below deck and set her in one of the, like, I don't know, imagine me having like some kind of crib or hammock and set her in there before going back up top to, I think, handle the wheel, the piloting of the ship. Especially now that we know that there's might be some strong winds or storms coming.
I'm sure you don't want to wake her. That's what she handles.
Oh, she deserves rest. We can handle it.
Shoo, me.
Kaivar.
Emerging from a crate, perhaps surprising nobody. You see antenna first, and then the sniff, 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 and then the little kind of like stretch that unfurls all of the chitin plates real quick, and then just sort of getting up, spindly legs sticking in place as Kaivar moves in the direction of Toad in the Hole and food. And good things have been promised. How much is this? The bad weather is upcoming, right?
Yeah, you can see it on the horizon, dark thunderheads.
Cool. In that case, yeah, no change to it. There is no hilarious vision of poor Kaivar with his spindly legs trying to sort of pirouette around the ship as it's making him lose balance. But will very quickly take a seat as best he can to try and scarf this down, realizing the trouble that's moving ahead.
Myshkin.
So, I think seeing Kallisto bringing down Loluphia, I think sensing the change in pressure, it's just going to follow Kallisto up. And
Can I be of any help above deck?
Might have to man some of the ropes, I suppose. We're going to be running into a storm, so we're going to have to try and not lose too many things off the ship. I don't know how strong it is, and I'll just point in the direction. We got some storm heads coming our way.
Well, I don't know how strong I am, but
and he's just going to activate both his scaled mage hands.
I'll try my best.
So we can ask for.
Myshkin starts to climb the rigging.
We've well established this right now, but just because your mage hands are made of kind of like green fire, they're not burning the rigging up or anything. No, it's just proper mage hands.
No.
Phew.
Just immediately burns the whole
Horrible in
ship
the
down.
sky.
At least, oh, I touched the balloon!
God
We've
damn
turned
it,
into a
Myshkin.
meteor.
Oh goodness.
Thus begins Meteorian Core.
On the one legendary resistance Kel'Thuzad has left, stopping Myshkin from breaking everything.
So-
Myshkin pushes the airship off the shelf.
Oh, ship in a bottle.
In a very interesting choice by the party,
You can rewind, actually. You want to do that again?
by leaving the one who controls weather asleep.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't always make the right call, but I think I always make the interesting
You know,
call.
they are a husband.
So-
It's true. Ugh.
I wanted to let you sleep. You should have woken me up from this. Yeah, but if I woke you up, you'd be really angry, and I don't like that.
double-edged sword. It truly is. I, on behalf of all wives out there, I am sorry. We really are the worst. Darned if you do, darned if you don't.
I mean, look, listen, we just need to find the perfect meridian of time where you are able to be woken, and it's not too late that it's a calamity, but it's also not so soon that there's no sleep. Does that time always exist? Sure it does. It's just very hard to find sometimes, because we are not good at things. Apology to all husbands.
I'm going to make a roll for Kelthud.
What if he also has a nat one?
Oh, don't, no.
Wouldn't that be funny?
No.
That'd actually be hilarious, right?
Sam, I swear to God.
Oh, I almost. I saw a one.
I swear to God, Sam.
Where is your god now?
He has vanished into the ether on a 5% chance of fuckery.
God is a woman who is asleep right now below deck.
Exactly.
Actually accurate to the situation, yeah.
Kelthud is going to size up this storm and look back at the rest of the crew. I mean, no offense to the rest of you, but I don't think we can handle this storm alone.
Kallisto's at the wheel and just says, I'm not waking her up. Look out to the storm.
I didn't say anything about waking her up.
You want us to land? So you can find a place to land if that's what you're suggesting.
He's going to roll out a star map and begin charting. We're going to have to divert around this thing. It's going to cost us some time getting back to Stormforge. But we can get to a skyport. And I feel a lot better about our chances in this airship being able to hold up than us going head on.
Yeah, no, that sounds good to me.
Okay. We don't really have a choice to talk about. He shakes his head and he rolls it up. Everybody on attention. We're headed to the nearest skyport. We need to tether in.
On it. Just point in the direction.
He's going to roll another survival check with advantage. Thank God we consulted the charts. Come on, Horizons End. We needed every ounce of speed out of you. As we pull one of those long, sharp turnarounds, you can feel the cold air and the barometric pressure at the back of this thunderhead nipping at your heels. With that storm racing behind us, I'm going to let you guys go use the restroom real quick. Take a quick break.
Timing, because my son just got home and wants to tell me everything.
Oh, yeah.
Say hi.
I think this is about the time as well when I'd probably be like, okay, time to get up on deck and start using guidance.
We don't need guidance. We're fine. It's fine.
I can't do it without the 1d4. I'm always 3 short. I just need it to roll well. Just this once. Why is it a DC 30 check? Why does Shah need to protect her things in the gauntlet of Shah anyway? This is ridiculous.
I am going to be right back.
It's just me and you now, Chad. And a storm rumbling behind us. How's everybody doing today? Zechariah to Nair. That's a man who knows his lore. Good to hear, Squirrel. I'm feeling rested and refreshed. I always love these suspense tracks. They're my favorite.
And we're back. How are you doing, RoBear?
Welcome back. I am so fantastic.
Good. Good. This makes me very, very happy.
I always wake up on Wednesday morning excited.
I don't know why it is, but for some reason the gap between last episode and this one felt particularly long. I don't know if it's just because it's been a long week this end, but yeah.
You
I've been looking forward to like an RP episode.
yeah, where you're like, cool, there's not a present danger right now. I can actually just, hey, I want to walk over to you and have a conversation. I am very excited for your new Voshborg relationship inside the city.
Me too. I think it's, yeah, we're sleeping with the enemy. It's really fun.
Well, now you can go into all these different buildings you couldn't go in before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the key card, even though you're like...
I'm interested about the time possibilities.
Yeah, the time dispersion.
There we go. Sorry, I think there's a big delay. There we go. I'm back.
It's, yeah, it sounds like there's a machine running in the background for you.
Really?
Yeah, I was like... It sounds like a...
How about now? Is that any better?
Yeah, I don't hear it now.
It's probably my laptop working overtime.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'll just do this. I'll do a little bit of Apple ASMR for everyone.
Just come back to a mouthful. What are you doing, Edward?
I'm doing a bit of Apple ASMR.
Ah.
This is probably really unpleasant for most of our audience, so I'll stop now.
Well, actually, Discord
It's
is
not picking
cutting
up.
out most of
Yeah.
it.
We just
Thank
wanna
God.
Eat silently.
Yeah.
I don't know what's more unnerving.
It's menacing.
I'm just a hungry little boy.
That's okay. You're like my little boy. He's getting a snack right now, too. To do his homework. Homework snack. Well, I'm having a great time. Actually, don't wake me up this entire time. I want to see how y'all handle it without a woman. Well, yeah, you would.
Not without a woman. Like,
Yep.
God.
I said what I meant and what I said.
We'd fall apart, frankly.
Oh, no. You wake her up and suddenly we'd like actually die. Because with my rolls, funny. These clips are so cute. RoBear, do you ever wear hair accessories?
hair accessories.
Yeah.
I have one particular hair tie that I buy.
What brand?
Don't know the name of the brand, but they're ones for extra thick hair.
Eric has some of those.
That
He
they
also
kinda
buys the
curl
ones
up.
from the long hairs. Yeah,
The long hairs are
that's what it's called.
a part of my college fraternity. I have met them
Really?
when they first got started in the business. Maybe a couple of years in, I got some of their first hair ties. They are nice ones. I have long since lost them because they were American flag ones.
Oh, yeah. He really likes them because they don't cling onto his curls, so it doesn't pull when he pulls them out. However, he has now been stealing my hair clips, and I have found them broken because his hair is so beautifully thick.
Yeah, I would destroy.
I swear, if he touches these new ones, I will actually cry. Because they're butterflies.
Live on
and they're
stream
so cute.
for content.
What? Me crying?
Yeah.
Don't worry. We're trying. Maybe one day.
Ed, come on, Ed. We're rooting for you.
Oh, I think we lost Ed.
Yep.
Can't even compete. There's no way. I'm too strong.
Well,
Oh, did you miss all of that?
Sorry, everything is freezing. I missed all of that. Yeah. What do you?
Hey Ed, do you have like a coffee like Kofi that we can plug?
No, I've been waiting for March to because I have one, but I've not done anything with it. I'm still figuring out what incentives to add and stuff, and yeah.
Nothing. Just make one and give us the link.
make one.
Yeah.
The incentive is that you get better quality content to
Equipment?
produce.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Although,
no, they were
that
saying they
said-
were all rooting on you to make me cry.
Oh, okay. It'll happen.
The thing
That'll
is,
happen.
I'm such an easy crier. But I'm so in character.
Yeah, you play
She's
characters that
hard.
don't cry.
Purposely, because
imagine-
I'm such an easy crier. It's like, I don't want to cry all the time. So,
That's
I
nice.
almost did, though. I
Crystal
almost
was
did
a-
the last episode.
Hmm.
Yeah. But there was a lot more going on at the same time.
Yeah.
It was
No,
always
for sure.
a quick moment.
Hmm.
So, yeah. I had to pull away from Sam yesterday. I was like, no. Would Darla cry right now, Sam? No, stop it. You're done.
But I think there's also something to be said for the playing of like what happens when you're not emotional in a situation, or you are, but it manifests in such a.
Yeah, I think I played the
Yeah.
emotion well for her. Like, it's strong, but it's not tears
Yeah.
yet.
I had to check if I had quoted the right art style. It is Art Nouveau. I was right. I was thinking that. What's the other one? Is it like
The face we
Deco?
lost Ed on for a second there.
I'm just freezing. I think it's because there's two of us in the house using the same internet, which shouldn't be the case
Yeah.
with the internet that we pay for. But
You know, I
Is
I
it
think
BT?
it's your setup.
Virgin.
no, it's Virgin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Virgins.
know what I'm using right now. I think I'm using
The
Sky.
worst.
Ugh, Richard Branson, biggest virgin of all.
Man.
To return to.
I dropped a banger of a tweet earlier in the week. I was so disappointed.
Good. I mean, that's because it's on Twitter. But what do you tweet? Let's see.
Put it on Threads.
Nothing's performing on Twitter.
Threads doing pretty good.
Now, my what was my tweet? Man, the memories you make playing D&D can seem so real. Woke up after playing Baldur's Gate 3 and actually thought I wasn't still a virgin. Phew.
Ouch.
Because if a tweet like that bangs, it's great. But if it doesn't, it's just like, oh man, that looks like a sad admission as opposed to a
Yeah. I got ratioed, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Owie.
Drak with the sympathy retweet. 5 days later is more like,
Creator's creator.
Look at this virgin that I play with. If you want to quote tweet it.
Wait, I do want it.
Oh, just ratioed in a different way. So good. Oh God.
Oh, I just saw the tweet. I didn't know what it was about. The context didn't matter. I get it now.
Oh God. There we go. Glad it can be revived.
I actually quote using it.
Oh my God.
You
Ridiculous.
should just say maidenless.
Maidenless. It's
That would have been a good tweet.
You know what? That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you do it. You do it.
Hold, please.
It's gonna be great when I finally get around to playing Baldur's Gate 3 in like 5 years, and I can finally go, hey, yeah, maidenless away.
Maidenless isn't even PG3.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so
Elderly.
loop. I don't know. I'm such a little British boy who
Combining
just
all the
doesn't
tropes.
understand any- My technology doesn't work. My internet lingo is not there.
And someone needs to represent the Victorian peasants of the UK, and that's you.
The Victorian peasants.
I was like, oh, Victorian, this is going in a nicer, and then you're like, peasants.
It reminds me of a. It reminds me there's a German TikToker out there who does an account that I think is all about summing up the vibe, and it is just an account where they show pictures of really boring modern fashion, and it's sad beige clothes for sad beige children.
No, millennial beige is a nightmare.
Millennial beige? What is that?
Yes. You don't know about the phenomena of beige parents? You know how there's a very aesthetic mommy bloggers and other things? It's all like white and creams and beiges, both in their attire, their homes. They're literally spray painting the beautiful colors of their kids' toys, black or white or beige, because it fits their aesthetic. Whenever color is specifically there to help enhance your child's brain.
Right.
So yes, it is, and it's a very big millennial thing. Millennial mom beige. Yeah. Zennials like to make fun of us for that one, and I'm like, hell yeah, please tell them to stop. Color is fun.
I think TikTok has exposed a vast undercurrent, like an underbelly of cultural weirdness that people thought was completely okay, and everyone was like, no, this is terrible. Like,
yeah, they're all Southern moms too, of course.
I was just gonna say, and it's
like a hive mind down there in all ways. You know? Water talk?
Have you heard of oh my goodness. There are TikTokers out there who emphasize that they are making water, right? It's their water.
Oh, I've seen that.
Except it's not water, because they put packs and packs and packs of like colors and sweeteners into the water and fill it with garbage. And
I saw that the first time.
Okay. I didn't know what water talk was. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, awful. Ugh. And then they'll put glitter in their drinks, which
glitter is not edible.
Not
edible kind.
Not
even the edible kind. You're not supposed to have as much as people think you can.
Microplastics, my ladies
still
and gentlemen,
toxic.
don't do it. This is why mistakes were made.
The internet full of virgins and idiots.
Some people were left behind.
Imagine.
Dragons.
No.
The dragons is down.
So maidenless.
I'm glad you caught that second. Like you gave a little laugh and then it was like, oh, wait. That makes me feel better. Thank you for validating my
That's
humor.
okay. Anytime. That's all right.
That RoBear tries to kill me for.
You're asleep. You're fine.
What do you mean tries to kill you?
Meteorian Core almost every episode that I bring up puns, he's just like, all right, worst battle of your life, and I'm the one that lives. And he's like, table flip.
It's too late
No,
to
I didn't.
apologize. Too late.
It has been funny rewatching Meteorian Core, and every time I make a joke and you go, and like turn to the side, it's like, I can't. Why is she at my table? Why have I yet to kick her off? I'm sorry.
Jeez.
This is the secret
Kind of.
law. It's just that Sam bullied RoBear so much that now she can stay at the table forever.
Yeah, I have
She's
a permanent
still
place
here,
here.
chat.
There's a dunce hat that I have to remove from my chair every time.
Hey, if you can survive your rolls of Meteorian Core, you can survive anything.
I don't know. These ones are a little scary.
Yeah.
At least it was validating over there because we had the itty bitty critic committee. Like, I did some damage. This one, it's a different story. It hasn't been nice so far.
It's all right. We
You
got
know,
that.
you should keep me asleep.
It
It will save you. I'm an audience member right now.
All right. With a storm on the horizon, you guys begin booking it. Now in a direction away from Stormforge, headed to the nearest skyport. Myshkin taking an aerial position. I want you to go ahead and make that perception check on the storm.
Okay.
20, 20, 20, 20. Manifest the 20.
1 second, please.
1 Mississippi.
Sorry, it's loading.
Do y'all say Mississippi in the UK? Like whenever you do
Sometimes.
seconds?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
I use
You don't say, like,
Session.
1 Winchester. 2.
There should go one margarita.
One with a tap.
By the way, I was sent the transcript, so yes.
This part is called 1 margarita.
Oh
Ooh.
my
Oh wait,
God.
sorry. I rolled twice.
I mean, let's go with the first one because at least
Yeah.
that's better slightly.
That's a 10, yeah. That's a 10.
In my defense, I should have tagged you with guidance there, but I forgot, so.
I'm way up. I'm way up. The rafters.
Myshkin's report. Meow.
You feel like 1 raindrop and suddenly you crawl back down. I'm done.
Like, oh no. It's ridiculous how good you are at that. Oh my God.
A little
I was
raindrop
just,
Had a
involved.
lot of
I was just
exposure.
editing the episode of Beyond the Break where there's you're just making cat sounds, and every single time she'll be like, Ed does cat sound in the captions. Because the captions don't know what to do with the sound.
Myshkin, as far as you can tell, it's as if the sky is closing all around you. What once was a vast open world now feels like you're being folded up into a box of clouds. there truly is only about 45 degrees of open visibility in front of us as Horizon's End is booking it as quick as this little airship can go.
Myshkin's just going to, over the increasing sound of the wind and the clouds all around, is just going to shout down, "It might be a good idea to have someone who can do something about this weather."
Hold on a sec.
Wow, dreaming of bacon jam right now.
Kaivar is brave.
Kaivar is brave. Kaivar is not spouse.
Trevor's got 6 arms.
Kaivar will roll an athletics check to try and bring Loluphia up to the deck. No, I will not.
Little
do
wake
that.
her up, just pick her up.
Absolutely not do that. For a plethora of reasons, I shall not do that. Aside from anything else, my athletics is terrible. I will shake you awake though, after heading down the stairs in kind of a rush and a hurry.
Are you saying anything?
I mean,
Because this might just feel like movement of the shifter.
What, with buggy hands shaking you?
I don't know.
Man.
It's a nat 1, baby. It is deep sleep.
Okay, all
I don't know what is life right now.
Loluphia.
You in my head?
Yes.
He wakes up immediately and it's like, don't ever do that again.
This one, Kaiva.
And-
Sorry. Yes. Storm, bad. Need help? Please.
Above deck. And immediately, with urgency, she is
Yes.
getting up and fixing her her attire. And walks quickly past you and up the stairs. Can I get a glimpse of this situation? Do I see horrendous weather?
Go ahead and roll perception check.
I will guidance you on the way out, and
Okay.
you will hear very quiet.
Sorry.
So yeah,
She hears it.
Add a 1d4 to whatever you're gonna do.
Ooh, it glanced at 1 for a second and I got scared.
Dude, I was gonna yeet your dice for you.
Okay, so that's a 16. Do we?
I need to
Ooh,
remind
yes.
you guys, we are on a version of Ready, Set, Roll that lets us do all the things. So shift and control are still advantage, disadvantage. But if you hold alt, it will do what's called the vanilla roll. And the vanilla roll is the one that pops and puts it in chat, where you have, oh, okay, I can choose attack or damage. And when doing so, it allows you to put in the situational bonuses, like adding the 1d4. This is also how you roll versatile
I
damage.
see.
If you have a versatile weapon, it'll pop up with a nice little versatile bar. So we kind of get to have our cake and eat it too now.
Kaivar knows that in future he should absolutely not wake Loluphia up like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Lolly with a 16. Is that your final?
No. I was asking, do we have a D8?
I
you
have
have a
not
perchance?
added anything. Has somebody else been keeper of the cards?
That has been Drak.
Yep.
Excellent.
I've done it. You said that you want a D8. We do not have a D8.
Yeah.
We have a
wanna use a
1D6
D10.
and 1D10. Let me see if that's changed.
I would use a D10, but if I can
we have a
save that for
D8.
potentially something else.
We do in fact
Oh,
have a
wow.
D8. Yes.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah. 1D8 on this.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the chat.
Oh, sweet.
7.
Oh.
So
Is it 23?
23.
All right, and that will be my final answer.
There is a robustness to this thunderhead that you haven't seen even in some of the strongest storms that have rolled through Stormforge.
Does it seem magically induced?
Roll an
Like, is
Arcana
it
check.
natural? Do we have a lucky? 'Cause I would really like to
We
know
have
this.
4 luckies.
Yeah.
We do.
Mark one of those off.
Okay.
Haha, that's better. Oh, do I still do the 1d4 or is that once? I don't remember.
That's I think it's 1.
Okay.
Technically, I'd need to recast, so yeah, it's once unless stated otherwise by RoBear.
We're good.
All I ask when you use guidance, you can use it as much as you want. You just need to RP what your guidance is. So it's you can do it as long as you give me a reason that you are the guidance.
Yeah, with using Spirit Sense, popping his head up above deck, you see those antennas on Kaivar's head sort of like motion almost like a radar dish, sort of outwards towards the storm. One of them heads towards the storm, and then the other turns about 180 degrees and points towards Loluphia, passing through whatever he can sense psychically as he tries to peer through those clouds.
Point of order.
Using sense.
For
Not
me,
sense.
aren't you down to 1?
No, no.
Didn't you remove an antennae?
No, I didn't remove an antennae. I shortened both, if that makes sense. I still have both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a little clip. Got it.
Yeah, clipped and pulled off initially, but not both removed.
Got it.
I still have both.
Cool. You can roll 1d4 and add it.
Ooh, 27.
27 again. Let's go.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll your spell attack with advantage.
Oh. Okay. Why? Oh, was there a way to roll this? Did we figure that out?
Yes, you have spell attack in your repertoire now.
I feel silly asking, where is that?
It says spell attack over on your left-hand side. I have it in your easy buttons. Yours is a plus 12.
Oh. Thank you. I was not looking that way.
It's all right. You have a
All right.
lengthy...
Advantage is the left shift, correct? You said?
This is just straight up, though. Or no, I said advantage. That's right. Yeah, left shift is a quick roll.
Holy.
Dodging them ones.
Gosh, could you imagine? That would have been so bad.
We've seen the double nat 1 before. We've seen Becca roll it to not get possessed.
Yeah, episode 26. Watched it last night.
Oh, it was bad. It was real bad. Oof.
Yep.
Lolly, trying to get a grasp on what this thunderhead is. You kind of reach out into the weather weave as you had done before to see where the strength of this storm lies. There is a mixture of primal magic
Interesting.
and nature brewing inside this. And that helps you understand the clinical strength of this thunderhead. This is unlike any piece of weather you've ever tried to manipulate before.
Would I take that as I cannot?
You
Or should
take that as
not?
you haven't
I
ever
just haven't done it.
attempted on something so strong.
Okay. I know it's not in my spell repertoire, but you said that I still had that ability to attempt to control weather.
You always have the ability
Correct.
to control weather, yes.
She would very quickly be at the front of the ship, and you see her just maneuvering her hands and her arms in ways larger than you have seen, as she's really trying to garner this wind and engage it so that she could control it, at least to get them through safety, if not fully. What would you have me roll?
If you are going to just propel Horizon's End
Yeah.
forward, go ahead and roll your spell attack with advantage again.
As you do that, Kaivar's gonna momentarily drop the Vox and mimic some of those same motions, parallel behind you with both of his sets of arms. As I'm gonna go ahead and use that moment to give you Bardic Inspo.
Ooh, okay, so what does that
So-
do for me?
Add a 1d8.
Oh,
That means you have a
No.
1d8 you can use whenever you would like. He's also still using his guidance, so you still have your 1d4.
okay.
Ooh.
32.
35.
1d8, not 1d4. You can
No, that's your
potentially get there.
guidance.
Huh,
Me.
okay.
I rolled guidance already. It did it automatically.
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, then never mind. Then yeah, why not? Let's do the 1d8. Why not?
You're at a
Absolutely
32.
I know. I'm trying to get higher. 9.
Hell yeah.
RoBear,
Cheers, the
I don't want to
storm.
make no skill checks anymore.
I want to be the storm.
39. And, you know,
And then she turns into a cloud.
with a 39, almost a double 20.
Double.
RP, just a ridiculous amount of airbenderness that you do to propel yourself forward in this. Just describe the scene for me. No more skill checks necessary. You will succeed in putting distance between yourself and the storm getting to the airport with 39.
The airport. We will make it through this turbulence. Yeah. When Kaivar comes up behind her, it's more so that air pressure closeness. She's not turning around to see you, but she can feel that there's an extra movement to this wind, and the way that she does move it, it's almost as if she's taking the movement of the wind that you are bringing forth toward her, and you start to see, as they get closer and closer, just maybe bits of electricity that's coming both from her and as she's pulling it almost out of the air and allowing this to be able to really push through these clouds and the darkness as it's growing that much thicker and opaque. But then there just seems to be a moment of thinner air as we're passing. And it's not something that she can stop. It's deep inside of her as you see her arms just continuously moving. And even Kallisto, you haven't seen her arms move so vigorously and urgently to make sure that this does not encapsulate the ship as they safely try to maneuver through this storm.
Just ahead of the rainfall in the rolling black clouds, you all see safety in the distance. As you aren't the only ones trying to get there as quick as possible. Numerous individuals pulling in to Skyport at the same time. You can see that it is all hands on deck. Every individual has extra rope and fastening as everyone begins to batten the hatches and tie up to try to weather this storm. There is shouting and just overall pockets of noise echoing through this entire port as some people are trying to disembark goods. You can hear others screaming about, I don't need the manifest, just go. There are bits and pieces of cargo scattered everywhere. It's such a hectic scene. But just for a second, as you slide in and multiple deckhands are already up and over on the side, trying to get you guys situated, you can't help but take in the beauty of one of these floating contraptions and the literal oasis that it is in the sky. You all got here just in time.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't have made it without some incredible help, and I will turn to Loluphia just to see
She's exhausted. She's just buckled over, just like, my arms feel like jelly right now.
Yeah, no, come on, let's.
You guys came in hot. We could see you from at the very edge of that thunderhead. You got incredible.
Yeah. Does it seem like it's still coming like toward this port though, or has it changed direction?
It is almost turned as sharply as we have.
Yeah. Lolly would be the last one off the ship, just because she wants to make
Kallisto
sure
would help.
everyone is off safely.
I think would Kallisto have like noticed how sharply the storm seems to have moved now?
Yeah,
Almost
you
like
guys have been
a-
watching everything and have seen just this thing continue to roll and grow.
Loluphia, you're the storm expert here, but that does not seem normal or natural.
No, it's primordial. And I'm assuming nobody has said anything. Have y'all gotten off the ship?
Yeah, I reckon climbing down from the rigging,
Okay.
Myshkin would be joining.
For the sake of argument, yeah, sure. I'll say that someone's pushed Kaivar overboard and fallen flat on the gangplank.
Don't say it like that. Overboard.
Off the ship, Kaivar!
They're on the lifesaver.
He's actually still on the ship. He's just tangled in the rigging. It's problems.
From all that movement.
Yep.
Oh, hang on, let me help you out.
It started as one piece of loose cord, and then there was another bit, and then accidentally whole part of the entire pulley system for the sail got caught up, and there was hoisted a little bit, and yeah, no, it's just
This is
hanging down
how
with his feet.
Kyra discovers Shibari.
Yes. And
This one has so many limbs. Ooh.
I feel like it's entirely possible that I accidentally had Kaivar discover Shibari back in Farouk's place with him getting caught up in the hammock.
hammock. Yeah.
Oh,
This one does not hate this.
The heavy rain
No.
begins to pelt the runways as you guys arrive.
why?
Beyond it being primal, did you have any other idea of the origin? Person?
Would she?
creature. Something's loading, and that's never good.
Oh my god, there's a battle map version of this? Hell yeah!
Oh, that's
This is sick.
So cool!
Oh yeah.
Boundary crashed. It was so
no.
Myshkin's overboard.
Yeah, this is
He's fine. He's got
Land
better.
on your feet.
yeah. This is Jane Peku's Skyport.
Oh yeah, J-Packer. Yeah.
God damn.
Is safety north or south?
Really south.
I guess we're about to find out.
Yeah, south looks like the building.
With that said, as the question is being raised, can I roll a bardic lore to see if I've ever seen anything like this before, or is this outside of the scope of knowledge?
Go ahead and roll it.
Oh man, we've been flirting with those ones. Good lord.
No, I kissed it on the forehead goodnight. We don't need any more.
What kind of weather have you experienced before with Kaivar?
As far as Kaivar individually, whether that's local to Foltora, I'm going to say that, for the sake of argument, he's not directly opening the book to look through it in the rain and whatnot, which means that it is mostly Kaivar's experience and his memory of the book rather than anything that is direct from it. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. So,
Did Kaivar ever
if he's
spend any time sailing?
not sailing, but definitely enough on the airships. More stowing away, technically, though. So
Yeah, stowing away. Now this is a unique experience. I need a warden roll from Kallisto and Loluphia. This will be a warden history check. Advantage for Lolly, straight up for Kallisto.
Okay. Is there anything special that happens it being warden, or do you just mean a history check?
We need a separate stat really for that. That's not just intelligence. I'm looking down at yours. Go ahead and make the survival roll for you, Kallisto. And Lolly, we're going to continue with Arcana for this one.
Okay.
oh god damn.
It is uncanny when you guys make warden rolls
We're
as a
so
couple
cute.
that this happens.
It's even
It's
all
so
twos.
funny.
That's a 44.
It's even all twos. What the?
Because great things come in pairs.
Exactly.
God damn.
He put a ring on it.
He kind of technically did it with the clan pistol, honestly.
He gave me a gun.
Give me the gun.
She didn't even say it. The one who did it. He was like, well, since you didn't ask, you'll be responsible, right?
You guys haven't experienced this because the skies have been so safe for so long. This has not happened in your lifetime. And as that thunderhead cracks and two strikes of lightning crash down, you look at each other and say, Sky Pirates, at the same time. With two lightning crashes that come down, two pirates riding air elementals in front of you. And then the thunder cracks again. And you can hear the call of 3 cloud dragons and riders on their backs. The age of piracy has been gone for a very long time. It's almost been 100 years since the last rise up of cults of air elementals and beyond. But you recognize all of the telltale signs.
Are they appearing from these strikes of lightning?
Yes. They have essentially portaled down from that thunderhead.
Right. Well, everybody, we've never encountered these people before, so good luck.
Kallisto's going to turn to the deckhands of any civilians still out and about and just yell, "Everybody get inside now!" As I turn to these sky pirates, these storm pirates.
You just see bewilderment as people are dropping, whatever they had before. If they were pushing cargo, trying to get inside, it's just mass panic as these dragons are swooping through, and they're not even picking up the cargo. It's as if you're completely underneath a spell of call lightning, and as strikes ring down, they hit the different cargo holds and they disappear like being picked up by a nanoloid.
Lolly being Lolly, could she potentially catch one of these bolts of lightning to use as a backfire lightning strike on them that doesn't cost a spell slot?
You can certainly touch this lightning if you want to.
Oh my god.
Why'd you say it like that? Well, she wouldn't touch it.
Well, manipulate it. You be my guest.
You know what? I'm not gonna meta. She's gonna try. Who would you have me roll?
1 second, please.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Oh boy.
But this is like Lolly's element. She can do this, right?
I love it.
Right, everybody? Give me encouragement. You got this, Lolly.
I mean, is it Lolly's element? I feel like
Yes.
Lolly's specialty, isn't it? Oh, is it storm in general, or is it air? Okay.
No, she's lightning and thunder resistant and everything.
Okay.
She controls it.
Kaiva pulls out a magic 8-ball, shakes it around a little bit.
Oh my god.
Results uncertain. Tosses your bardic inspiration.
Did you just tell me that my powers are schlocky?
Oh my god.
What?
We've already established what schlocky means.
Yeah.
Trash.
Here you go. That's your 1d8.
Thank you.
Okay. I now know what to make here.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Okay.
Oh, I don't like those private dice.
Gross.
DC has been set.
What am I rolling?
This is your spell attack. You may do so with advantage, though.
Okay.
And I get that 1d8, right?
Yep. I threw you another 1d8. It's up there.
32.
Gonna make a little prayer.
Describe what you're going to try to do with this lightning strike.
Yeah. So, you said that it was just coming down and destroying cargo, correct?
The cargo is disappearing like it's being picked up by a nanoloid
aliens.
ship.
Gotcha. Love that. Yeah. I guess noticing that this is not natural, just as she did before, she would, I think, pushing enough to where it would not make physical contact with her. Of course, it would be an element to try to control that is not normal lightning. She would make eye contact with one piece of cargo that hasn't yet been picked up, but near the other ones that have been, and start to manifest, just as she does, just like an engulfing of air as it starts to shoot around this next bit of cargo so that she could try to encapsulate whatever energy is about to burst forth.
You all see Lolly doing what she does best. And it's bending and it's going her way until it doesn't. And Lolly disappears.
No, do I? I missed it by what?
I'm so mad. Oh my god.
God awful.
Oh.
Can I backtrack and reroll?
Damn, we should have used an inspiration.
I mean,
It's too late.
To be fair, I didn't even think it was going to be that high. I was like, I got this. Plus 18?
Oh.
Yes.
god dang.
How do you guys react as you see Lolly disappear?
Can Myshkin ascertain where she has disappeared to?
I have given you guys essentially that answer already. It looks the same as the cargo that is disappearing and being pirated into this Thunderhead.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So there's nothing more than that. Okay. Can Myshkin... Is there any trail left behind Loluphia at all? Like any outline, or is it literally just disappearing from view?
Disturbing amount of static and electric energy just kind of dissipating.
Okay, can I cast lightning bolts towards it?
Towards where I disappear?
Just like before Loluphia does, I want to see if I can tether her through lightning.
Well, you've already seen it happen and her disappear. You're going to try to react the minute you see her disappear and Okay, so here's how this is gonna go. I want you to roll sleight of hand first.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Oh
Oh.
no! Can you like
That was
re-roll?
Myshkin.
We have Lux.
We have Lux.
It's fine. They'll just roll a 1.
But we also have a fight in front of us, so that's also another thing.
Yeah, I'll
Forget
use
my
a-
wife.
Fuck her. She got a clan
Ah,
pistol.
you know,
That's why I got.
why'd you
That's why I
wake
got
her
2 clan
up?
pistols. You know.
So I can use a luck to re-roll that.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay,
We got
lovely.
3. Let's do it.
Lovely.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, it is
It
better.
did kiss that one for a second too, though.
Ooh, that was scary.
We got inspiration.
You
I guess.
kill
Can we use
Lolly.
Inspiration.
All right,
But I don't know. We're the 33
This is it.
with the last roll.
you have a chance. I want you to go ahead and roll your spell attack.
With the spell itself, or just a generic roll?
Either will do. It's all that matters is the strength.
No.
You see Myshkin with a brilliant idea as he tries to connect the bands of lightning, reacting incredibly quick.
Oh no.
But he only links the tether to himself as you see Myshkin disappear.
Oh, that's not an at one. That's a friend. Thank you.
Twinsies.
Depends where you two have gone.
Oh, it doesn't matter. At least I'm not alone. That's
The
nice.
Thunderheads.
Seeing
I think Kallisto is like so confused in this moment. I don't think he knows how to react. I think he generally, this is the most dumbfounded he's ever seemed, and just kind of looks around now that Loluphia's disappeared and Myshkin very soon after, and just goes, "What the fuck is going on?"
There's enemies and civilians too. This is bad.
Kallisto, dragon's bad. Yes. Yes.
Very.
Alright, Kaiva would like the dragons to stop flying overhead, so in reaction to all of this nonsense, Kaiva will cast Slow. I'm gonna catch a big group of them. In particular, this bunch.
All right, I will start left to right. How many people do you get? Everybody in this vicinity?
Yeah, everybody in this vicinity. And it's
Okay.
not a thing of they must stay in the area, it's just anyone who's there has it applied until I lose concentration.
All right, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do pairs of folks. Actually, no, I forgot. I can do this
Ooh,
like
you
this.
made a bunch of rolls.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, all of them are private. Oh god.
Oops. Sorry about that.
Oh my god, one of them got a nat 20.
This guy-
Oh my god, wow.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
The dragons.
Wait, 2 of them got nat 20s.
No.
No, they're just successes.
Oh, they're just green. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Can I
the very first cultist got a nat 20.
Can I use a reaction to cutting words on the one of the 2 adult cloud dragons?
Let's see here. They have. How does cutting words work when they have advantage?
It's basically just a deduction to whatever the final result is before outcome is technically decided.
Got it.
So it goes off of their successful higher roll, and if it reduces it to 21 as opposed to anything else, they still succeed. But anything below the DC then does the thing. Also, haha, it's not cutting words. It's reflavored psychic backlash. Haha. So, yeah. Let's roll 1d8 and see what we get. For context, I'm gonna get the guidance.
I mean, you're doing on this this first cloud dragon right here.
The one that is 21-22. I'm not sure if
Yes.
it will highlight. Yep,
Yeah, this is the one I'm pinging right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. That's a fail on them too then.
All right, so its cultist has the nat 20, so it has succeeded. This guy is slowed. Air elemental is slowed. The rest of these cultists are slowed. And that means it is just this dragon right here that saves them with the
middle that
23.
saved. Gotcha. Yeah, turning to Kallisto, one of the as I'm reaching both arms out, pushing away from all of us, sort of almost like you would expect telekinetic push to go back, but it's slightly clenched fists. It's almost as though Kaivar is trying to lock them in place. Takes one of the much smaller hands and just sort of gives Kallisto a little bump.
I think as
Shoot them. Yes.
yes, and I'll unholster one of my clan pistols and Dark Heart in the other. And I think as I'm raising them up to fire, you definitely see my pendant glow as I very panickedly reach out to Loluphia and just say, "Where are you?" As I will fire.
Your psychic connection is severed.
Of course it is!
I cannot believe you failed it by one. I'm so mad.
Yeah, I know. Just tell me again. And then Myshkin failed it because of one.
Oh.
We're the fools.
Pretty cool. Kallisto. Oh, I need to roll for it. Hold on. Yeah, I need to roll for it. Yeah. As Kallisto hears almost a static in return.
Is that a lightning joke? Electricity.
Yeah, that's Kallisto hears the crackling static of the lightning in response to his attempt to reach out to Loluphia. The panic in his chest, it bubbles for a moment, and then is very quickly overcome by a more of a burning sensation in his chest as he will. I don't know if he can do this because I don't know if he'll be in combat for this, but he's pissed and he's going to take it out on these pirates until one of them talks, essentially. Yeah, do I need to roll initiative or can I just go through a round? Because there's a couple of things he's going to do.
You essentially have your action.
Just an action. Okay, I'm going to shoot the dragon over here with Dark Heart. I'm going to ready my aim and fire at the dragon with Dark Heart. I'm going to, because I believe it doesn't take an action. Yes, I'm going to use the Precise Strike ability from my Warden feat, lets me get advantage on this attack. I'm going to sharpshooter it. and attack via this dragon. It's left shift to for advantage, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Cheat to target. And there you go.
Oh, thank
25
God.
to hit. For oh yeah, because it's a dark heart, right? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then a plus another. Yeah. I don't know what that means. Plus
Gives
another
me
one.
more
to hit.
anxiety with the way this music fades. And comes back.
Because it's
Where's it
always
going?
like, is it gonna like shift? Is something worse gonna happen? What's
Well, we got a lot going on all at once.
Oh yeah, and
See if they're
there's also
resistant to necrotic. Ooh.
there's also sneak attack. So there we go.
Oh my God.
As I fire dark hearts at this dragon. I mean, I'm aiming for the dragon specifically. I want to take the dragon out from beneath this rider. So it's 62 points of damage.
Drak is back, baby. Drak is back.
Yes,
Drak
you know what
versus
it is? Every time Lolly's in trouble, Kallisto like really goes in. He's like, all right, I'm going to destroy the world right now. That's my wife.
In need of my services so soon, are we?
I think there's no response, but I think Darkheart feels the burning anger as they place the finger on the trigger, almost as if that's the response.
Yes. Yes, I understand the assignment. Lolly, do you have anything with micro machines?
I did on Pathfinder. I
Like-
had the ability to put back together basically micro machines.
Now, it's more of if you have a, do you have any of the items that those things folded up into?
Oh,
What was the item? What was your item that you picked up from the crash site?
the obsidian?
Yeah, I think you only picked up obsidian. I don't think you got any like the machine, the living machine
Yeah.
and stuff.
Because that was Kaivar.
Oh,
Yeah, Kaivar's.
It was my
Ah.
Vox
And
got
Darkheart.
altered. And Darkheart with Kallisto.
I need a perception check from you, Kallisto.
Oh boy. Okay, that can only mean good things.
Put your
I'm
glasses
gonna
on.
be perceiving. Oh hell yeah! I had my glasses on.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there they are.
Let me put my reading glasses on real quick.
It's like the bifocals. You gotta wipe the rain off really quickly.
It's perfect because you can just do the thing of like pushing them up your nose just to
Yes.
get focus.
If you're looking for them, I can find them. Come here, my little pet. It's time for you to become of use. And you begin to see the side of Darkheart as it beats on the third time. It digitizes and begins to start completing an image as you begin to see through Myshkin's eyes. All you can see right now is just static and storm because this all happening at once. But you have a line established via Darkheart machine to machine, since the entity is in that gun. Darkheart is using it to try to connect to the machinery that is inside of Myshkin innately. You are muted.
So yeah, does it feel like I can communicate with Myshkin, or am I just seeing through Myshkin's eyes?
You feel that you'll be able to communicate soon.
Soon, so like it's still like, yeah, okay. I think there's a sigh of relief as I'm gaining this connection, but yeah, for now I'm focusing on these pirates and trying to get many of the civilians indoors, inside, behind us.
All right, so you did a total of 47 points of damage here. The piercing is halved. Necrotic is full.
I love that it's adult cloud. Instead of a kid cloud, a baby cloud.
It is not a baby cloud.
This is
It is
the
a dope
Young
cloud.
cloud.
And let's see here. You got 8
That's a
on the
big
sneak
guy.
attack. So another 4.
And another 7. The D8 I rolled was for extra damage as well from the Squire fee I have, so it's another 7 on top of that.
I will. Since you have 2 additional here, I'm going to leave that 4 is going to be additional piercing damage. I'm going to make that sneak attack necrotic on this one.
Okay.
Since you have 2 sources there, and I can easily do it. Another 8 necrotic apply to that dragon as you strike at its belly. Kyvar.
Yes.
Oh no, you slowed. That's right. That's right.
Yep,
My
I
bad.
slowed.
My bad.
Yep, I've slowed. That's all you. That's all you and Fane and Kelford.
Those guys are purely reactionary. So this will be from
Farouk.
Here's a good question for you guys. You guys want Bless or do you want Bane?
Ooh, good question.
Bane is a wisdom save.
Is it? I thought it was charisma.
You're not my answer.
Yeah, it's charisma. It's charisma.
Is it?
save.
Okay. Oh my god.
Actually, we'll take bless.
No!
So the pluses and minuses of it, right? Bless is going to get fewer people than it normally would because it's just the 3 of us. Because I presume that this doesn't hit Myshkin and Loluphia.
It has a chance.
Oh.
Keep Bane. I don't like chances right now. They kind of suck.
I'm always for Bless over Bane unless I'm certain about the charisma saves of the creatures I'm casting them against.
He has a DC 19 saving throw.
Dragons, I think that dragons have pretty high wisdom.
Wasn't it charisma?
It is charisma.
Oh, charisma, sorry.
It is charisma, but regardless, these cultists, we don't know what they do specifically, so efficiency and charisma save isn't actually out of the question. If you want to,
You guys need to think. You're being way too meta. You guys need to think about what as a party.
Bless.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, bless.
Right.
Got it.
Okay.
Don't worry. Myshkin and Lolly are just in another recycling plant. It's fine. This is very
Again with
familiar.
You too. Oh my god.
We just keep getting in trouble together.
Okay.
Trouble tweens.
As Farouk will bless the party. I'm still blessed. That's hilarious.
You are the blessing.
there'll be a chance that Kallisto is able to send a bless through.
Oh, okay.
It will be Farouk's spell attack at disadvantage. Spell DC on this to get to him. Going through Dark Heart. DC 22. Oh, come on.
I mean, we have inspirations.
Hmm.
We have. Yeah, we could.
Is it worth it for a blast though?
I don't think so. I would save that for something that does like damage and stuff.
Yeah, but we already have bless on ourselves, and we have a bard for bardic inspiration.
It's
You
okay.
two can't.
Myshkin's coming to Lolly. That's a blessing for him.
Damn.
So it's fine.
No offense, you two are glass cannons.
Yeah.
I know.
Are you sure that you don't want...
We have four d8s.
It's y'all's call.
Oh, we have 4 d8s. Oh my
We
god.
have 4 d8s. We have 2 d6 and 2 d10s.
We have to get 22? Or what was it?
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, 22.
And most of the time, I'm only using those usually for saves.
Yeah.
Beats it. It's a 50.
Okay, if it's you then.
If we use a d8, so
Yeah, it's still my D8. I'm just asking you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if you're comfortable then. Because that's
Hell
what,
yeah.
5 or above?
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
or above to meet it.
Okay, here's my D8.
There you go.
Let's go.
You have been
Let's
blessed.
go.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
As Bless will make contact through Dark Heart. All right, everybody on the ground has had their
Wait, those
piece.
say removed.
Oh, because
Oh, you might have had it already.
that's why Lolly still had Bless on. That's where that D4 was
Oh,
coming
that's where
through
the
with for guidance. That's hilarious.
Oh.
Hey, I'm still getting
Well,
the
at
job
least we were able
done.
to use it for guidance.
Yeah.
Basically the same, you know.
All right. Lolly, Myshkin.
You have to add it to Myshkin too. It removes from him. I didn't even know you had it either.
That's right,
There you go.
Nico. Bless needs to be put on all of the party members now that they've
Bless
succeeded the move.
us. They is a broad word.
Cool. Everybody's got it now.
Thank you.
Okay.
That rush of energy. You guys open up your eyes. And it is thick. It's a mixture of humidity and static electricity as it crackles all around you. Luckily, Myshkin, you are in proximity of Loluphia as there's some relief. It's kind of a miniature storm sphere surrounds you and your aura. You guys have to pick a direction to go.
Dang it, this isn't a thing on D&D. I had a feat where I could see through clouds.
You can see through, and I still award that.
Then can I see a way that would be safe?
There is something obscuring your vision here. That is not a normal storm cloud.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on.
Ah, yes, wipe away my obscuring vision. Oh, thank you. I don't know what that was.
Okay. Just to
I'm
shoot
just
myself
setting
and
the
stuff.
stakes. You tell me what you guys want to do.
I'm assuming it's north, south, east, west kind of thing.
It's a roll 1d4.
All right, let's. Do you want me to just roll the 1d4, or do I call what each is? Okay. 1.
1. Myshkin, you look to Lolly as she takes that first step forward. Do you follow in unison?
Instinctively, Myshkin is going to reach out with one of his mage hands and is just going to lightly grab your bicep and just hold on.
You guys make that fateful first step forward together. Holding hands, you guys can feel that wave of bless go over you. And Myshkin, you can feel in your machine hand something changing. Kallisto, if you have called out to Lolly, they can now hear you.
Through the pendant or
through Myshkin's arm in Dark Heart.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think as the image solidifies, I'll again try to call out, this time out loud, into the open air, into Dark Heart. Loluphia? Loluphia, is that you?
Can I hear it? Is it clear?
It starts as static first, and then it manifests. You can hear Kallisto's voice.
Coming out of Myshkin's hand.
For flavor, as it does this, because... So the mechanical elements along Myshkin's arm are like porcupine fronds. They are black, they are matte in their color. But they're also like, I think we established it's like those kids' toys where you press your hand into it and it leaves an imprint. I would say as that static begins, pushing out of his furry forearms, they sort of like ripple across, almost like when you're watching sound waves, and as Kallisto is talking, it is rippling across his forearm, and you just feel Myshkin just tense up, and you can see that the mage hands for a moment just flicker as he just looks at it as Kallisto's voice just booms out.
Yeah, immediately Lolly would turn and stop walking. Turn back and did you say something, or was that Kallisto?
It was your husband.
Loluphia.
Can you hear me?
Just about. Are you okay? Where are you?
That's a very good question. There's a lot of mist around me.
Okay.
Myshkin's with me though. You're speaking through his arm.
Yes, can we hurry this conversation up? It is very uncomfortable.
Listen, I will be frank with you, I don't know how to get you out of wherever you are, but we are dealing with some storm pirates right now, so I don't know how soon I can get to you. I just wanted to make sure you're safe.
Don't worry about me. You be a warden the way that you're supposed to. We'll find our way out.
Okay.
Do you understand? Do not worry about me, Kallisto.
Just keep
do your job
in contact. 2 wardens is better than 1.
Always. And it will be. She says as she would then continue on and hoping to give Myshkin some reprieve.
The prongs on the arms just begin to sink back down into the forearm, and Myshkin just bristles a little bit and just shaking himself just
Stay
continues.
Close.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Kallisto, looking down at Darkheart, you can see the beginning of that cloud cover that they're waging through. It's a bit of classic early 2000s internet kind of vision, but you are seeing them stumble forward together and make progress, each step going forward a little bit clearer than the next. And you can see strikes of lightning all around them, but Lolly's aura is doing her absolute best right now, keeping them safe. And eventually you all stumble forward enough to where there is an opening inside the center of this thunderhead. And you look out inside this chamber and you see the manifestation of a massive face inside the storm. As his hair unfurls out almost the same color as the lightning, and his body spins up almost tornadic.
Oh no, he's hot.
I need both of you to roll history checks.
If he hadn't just killed my wife, we would have been very much like we saw you across the bar and we like the vibe. But honestly,
I mean,
the kidnapping kind of ruined the vibe for me. I don't know.
He's like, I kidnapped you from across the clouds because I liked you.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever been to Stockholm?
Oh my god.
Ah, baby.
Kiss, kiss.
18.
Myshkin.
Yes.
Oh, also religion check works as well.
Okay. Sorry, everything's being very slow, unsurprisingly.
Is this Talos?
No.
Talos' evil twin brother, Dalos.
Ooh. Not Dallas. That's in Texas.
I thought Davros, but that's a very different
Myshkin.
person, very different character.
You and Lolly look at each other at the same time as this absolute thunderous pressure forces you both down onto your knees, bowing before what you both recognize as Yancy Ben. And that is where we will pick up next week.
Yancey Ben? Yancey Benjamin? What? What's going on?
Yancy Bitch has returned to the channel. Prince of Elemental Evil.
Oh.
Is he looking for a princess?
And
On my
pet.
knees begging.
Yancy,
to get in a pet.
Yancy Ben is the first big bad on my channel ever, and he has not reappeared since then.
Ooh.
So what
How
I'm hearing is
does-
that we should level up before then.
How
No,
does
we go back and
one
rewatch
spell?
this and see how we defeat him. Did you say how does he smell?
No spell.
Oh,
How do you spell that? But yeah, also, how does he smell?
fresh spring rain.
Pretty
In-
He
good.
smells like ozone. He smells like ozone.
In the
There's
regular
no
Pantheon,
other.
Yancy Ben is one of the like most underutilized D&D villains, and I love him so much. He is a true asshole air pirate for me. We'll just have to
God.
pick up.
I just. Sorry.
Wait, Yancy Ben, Beyonce?
Go ahead, get it all
Is this
out.
Queen Bee?
I'm gonna kill all of you with him.
I like to see you try.
I've done it
say.
before with Yancy Ben. I'll do it again.
Finally, my time has come.
Get it all out of your system. Yancy bitch doesn't care. He's already heard it.
I've just found the wiki page, and I'm not going to look extensively, but for this first bit of the blurb, where one of his titles is "The Shadow of the Four Winds." God, that's so cool.
Yancy Bin is awesome.
Wait, how did you spell that? Bife?
It is like this.
Like this.
There you go.
So I'm hearing we
Thank
should
you.
level up.
Oh,
is what I'm
I would have
hearing,
never
Right.
thought that.
What did I see? Oh, literally a C. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Chuck E. Cheese.
E stands for entertainment. Entertainment.
Chuck-
By the way,
Yancy bin.
You beat Yancy Bin in the sleight of hand by 1, Myshkin.
Oh,
And he beat me
Oh,
by
damn. I
one.
beat you that one.
I hope he beats us by much more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh no. We have to fight him.
You've got your hands around my throat. Oh no.
Oh, stop it. Ah.
Meow. Reset me, Daddy.
I love-
Reset me.
What?
No.
Well, here's the
Yancy
nice
Bin,
thing. The first.
just win this fight by being freaking out. Yancy Bin is like, you just made this weird. Okay, you just made this weird.
No, Biddy Daffodil tried that. It never worked.
Just lightning straight back to Stormforge. Just
Gross.
Yeah, we tried flirting with Talos at one point, and that did not work.
Yancy Bin, I want to breathe you.
Oh, he'll let you.
Okay.
Go ahead and gobble that sandstorm down. But unlike Talos,
Rudeness.
he has much different motivations and goals. Enjoy being by yourselves in the lair of a god.
Okay.
That's where we'll
We
pick up
will
next week.
actually.
Good luck. Choose your words wisely. Good
I
night,
love you, RoBear. You're my
everyone.
favorite.
Bye.